same time. After that, you will get a better opportunity to officially welcome us in Tabata for a greater district. So after that, we'll beg you, we'll be just statement to our people. Thank you all so much. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, this cup that we have fought for to come to Tabata. Today, we are here in Tabata at the square of Tabata with the trophy. But before we go through, we would like to turn over this microphone and this delegate program to the Lord Mayor, who is the stranger father of us in the steering committee, the NIMA Sports Steering Committee, the stranger father to us in the city, the Lord Mayor, to officially welcome us as we have arrived in Tabata City. Mr. Mayor? Hello? Hello? Yeah, NIMA. Happen in a sense that NIMA Kante have done it again. Okay, NIMA Kante done it again. How did NIMA Kante do it? NIMA Kante have won 7 rounds, winning the contest spot. Veteran, NIMA Kante veteran. Veteran, NIMA Kante veteran. In this vein, the people of Tabata, the people of District 6, NIMA Kante and District 9 are overwhelmed to congratulate the NIMA Kante Sports Steering Committee for a job well done. And we hope that this will not be the last, and NIMA will continue to persevere. Glory, NIMA Kante, glory. Glory, NIMA Kante, glory. We want to say a special thank you to all citizens of NIMA Kante, to the legislative caucus of NIMA Kante, the Kante administration, to the dynamic superintendent of NIMA Kante. We want to say bravo to everybody. I want to say thank you so much for the strength, for the courage, for the players, the captain, and everybody. We want to say thank you for this victory. We want to say thank you to all citizens that gave their moral support, that gave their financial support. And so we are grateful to all of you. So we want to say thank you. Yeah, we want to say thank you. Now we're standing for on behalf of Tabata City and the Tabata City Corporation. We want to officially welcome the NIMA Kante Sport Committee for their safe arrival Tabata City today. We want to say thank you. And I want to say here in Australia, I don't want to rush here. Mr. Sepa and all officials that arrived here. From here, let's just restart to make some good place to wish you bon voyage. Okay, we want to say thank you to all the players. Thank you so much. Okay, and so at this point, please be attentive. The people of Tabata, from the steering committee to the Lord Mayor and the people of Tabata, we are officially turning over. Yo, Tabata, yo,
Thank you all so much. So the key on behalf of the Sports Steering Committee of Nima County, headed by Mr. Alfonso Guerrero, the chairperson of the Nima County Sports Steering Committee, and the chief patron of sports, member Governor, the superintendent of Nima County. We are saying we want to be grateful. That's better. We cannot achieve it with all the superintendents. We achieve it better because we're the superintendent. Again, we want to say a big to those are human workers, President of Jeremiah Banku, for getting all the superintendent. The environment is instrumental to achieve the genocide trophy of the National Contest League. So again, we want to say thank you. The Lord, I want to say thank you to the Veteran Committee, headed by Rice Sankari, Becky Guape, the co-chairperson, and all of members. And I don't want to forget your own son, Amara Jordan, who came for Yara Messina. He is the Telegram Director. To our mayor, we are happy to be here today. So yeah, we're going to Sakepie and we're going to Bang. We're going to celebrate tonight. So they give officially on behalf of the Sports Steering Committee Chairperson and Father Killer and the Chief Patron of Sports, Superintendent Governor Gono. Officially take this trophy over to you to show it to the people.
That is not that bad, Sana. That is not that bad, Sana. That is not that bad.
So after the trophy has been presented to the mayor, the Liberal Football Association chairperson, Mr. Jim Yahweh, is here to make a brief remark in receiving the trophy before turning it over to the setting.
Okay, on behalf of the Tabata Subcommittee, was the main association to the steering committee, the superintendent of Nima County, and the law makers of Nima County for the tireless support to the county. So today we are very happy and we are one to receive the trophy here today. We know this is not dream because always is what can happen. So proud of this. So on behalf of the Capital Sport Association and also the subcommittee, we want to say thank you very much. Rabia, thank you very much. This is the trophy.
We want to say thank you to everybody. We want to say thank you to everybody. God bless you. And let this spirit of sportsmanship continue. Let the support not be the last. Let the support not be the last. Whatsoever that the steering committee is doing to counter, to Sanikole, let it break down here. Now that Tabata people are not part of this exercise. Once they do not reach us, how do we get to you people? So whatsoever thing that have to do with sports that are going on in Ganta, Sanikole, and elsewhere, must trickle down to Tabata. God bless you all, and God bless you for this victory.
God bless you and God bless you for this victory. I'm my namesake. I've been advocating for Tapata people to see to be part of the trophy celebration. I wonder what we would say about the Booyah people. Booyah people, DK, you're in the bush. People don't get time for you. You know, I'm happy.
You know, code out for your district.
Yeah, so
a few opposition leader for your district.
The people enlisted, they put the names of all the people that contributed and left the money out. They added money there. You know, it's funny because, you know, when they had a list of where all the cities they were going to, they first had Ban on there. But then later on, when they took Ban off of there, And then I think it was Siawete who blew the alarm, and he discussed that even on the show a little bit. So I'm surprised that I'm happy that they were able to go to Bond. I think Bond was part of the equation tonight, and they passed through Bond tonight. But well, welcome to the show, guys. Welcome to the show, Sam. Welcome to the show, DK. I know it's been a long time since we've been on here. Chris Silly is going to be joining us here, trying to get Amma and the rest of the team to join us. So welcome to the show. Welcome to our followers as well. This is BKS TV, the Heat Hour, where we come here to discuss issues. We come here to discuss things pertaining to Liberia, Nema County, and anything that come along. We are here to share ideas, discuss stressing issues. So welcome to the show, DK. What's on your mind before we go to Sam, our most prompt panelist, the man can show up right on time. DK, so
what's on my mind is you posted earlier like you wanted to mock Chelsea, and so then Chelsea have a comeback, and we won a game. What's on my mind is I want us to reach out to the Nima women. The Nima women initiated. They have a very massive program. Was that yesterday when the vice president wife was, I think, the guest speaker, or she was playing 10-minute role in that. That was very massive. This is my first time seeing the women of Nima coming together. That in a huge number. I want to say kudos to them. I hope that the men too can amalgamate forces together and we all have the unity. It should not just be in a chat room all the time. Oh, Nima Wanda this. I know all the Nima Wanda thing has just been a chat room thing. And the women of Nima, they used to call them Daughters of the Mountain. I think they changed their name.
Was that the same organization?
I think so. That the daughters, because when you say daughters now, there it will be people, because you have Omar Christiana Dakadu, Omar Marisol Kale, so it can't just be daughter now. It will be women now. Nima. Yeah, those people with great grandchildren, they can't be daughters all the time. So yes, this is my belief. Maybe they change their name. Yeah, so you have a lot of people in our group that I really respect. Like the two Omar and Neem. Then we have Sis Sona, we have Yabu. I know Joyce is Bibi. She wasn't there. And our sister No is in Liberia too. So we need to reach out to her. She's Bibi. I think she went to bury her uncle. Yeah, so other than that, in terms of politics, I saw the president dismissing 2 officials today from the National Housing Authority. That play is always in the news. George Weah time was in the news for all the wrong reason. Again, George Waka time is so. I think Ellington was another thing. So that particular place, I think, is cursed. And they need to dissolve it, because saying they build those Stephen Thomas estate there, all the other estate, they haven't been doing anything meaningful. Yeah, so they just taking money and every day they stealing. Have government initiated any estates, saying the other estate, then they build way back? No, say Matali Day, Stephen Thomas, Banner Bay estate, New Georgia Day. I don't think so. So it's a useless institution now that people just they're stealing. So instead of sending people there all the time, dismissing them, firing them, just dissolve it. Yeah, and have it public works, on a public work to do something like that. So yeah, that's all on my mind in terms of politics. I know Colina confirmation hearing was postponed. There were a lot of allegations. The Nima Student Union have a press conference accusing Delon. I don't know, was that the reason that the confirmation was postponed? And another group, the opposition, said they take case from the school to go on a confirmation hearing. I don't know how school later. I think Colina's office put up a press release. So that's it. That's all on my mind for now. I know Big Brother Saros saying Bali will have more. And you too say you move to North Carolina, soon follow you there.
Yeah, but there's a lot of things we want to discuss that tonight. Our sister owned a Dara Dillon thing, and I'm taking students out of school. That I think is not they say because we saw it. I don't know the details behind it, but we saw on Spoon. There was a reporting there where they interviewed those kids. Myself, I saw it myself, and I felt really bad. The kids were there. They did, some of them they didn't know what they were there for. Some of them even said they came from school, and then they went there. They couldn't even call the minister's name. The teachers then told them to go there, and I think that was really bad. But we will talk about that. We can get into that more in details here. Cyrus, the most
Yes.
we have Armand Brooks and Christy Lee will be joining us here, so it's going to be an interesting show. So we don't want to jump ahead of the gun here. But Cyrus, again, I want to say thanks for promptly being on the show, even though we have some technical difficulties in the back there. When you're getting old now, then the technology then it can start giving you a hard time. What's on your mind, my brother? Hey, I tell you what, though, it's snowing here in North Carolina. It's snowing here like crazy. I haven't been snowing here from what I heard because I'm just new to this place. But the people say it don't snow here that much. But yeah, today it's snowing as we speak right now. It's still snowing. So I don't know what you would say about Fargo.
Well, let me first of all welcome our viewers around the globe, wherever you are tonight, this evening, this morning. I just want to say hello to every one of you. Welcome and be a participant. And if you have reason to call in. The numbers are on the screen. What is on my mind? Boom. Well, what is on my mind first? I want to live and taste and witness the day that Liberian dollars will only be used in the streets of Liberia instead of US dollars. What is the big thing on my mind? I know Liberian dollar cannot compete with US dollars. That I want to see President Joseph Boakai coming out with executive order one day to take away all US dollars from the streets of Liberia. Only Liberian dollar can build Liberia. What is on my mind? It's pretty windy and cold in the great state of North Dakota and the city of Fargo. It's not an easy day today. What is on my mind? What is on my mind is I'm looking forward to having conversation with the people on the show, touching things about Musa Belete trip to Southeast. We will eventually touch on Colina. I want to call it cry.
Crua.
Yeah. Minister Cry, the students coming from out of school. And yes, it was really weird to see. But we will discuss it, like you said, why it's true that we support government position and the appointees. We support her to get her confirmation. If that is what was really done, then to me, I would take a different position. Yes, so what that's all on my mind this afternoon. Maybe from here I'll go look for hot pepper soup to drink.
Yeah, that's the best time to drink the hot pepper soup because the cold outside is not easy.
Yes.
Yeah, and I'm not a big fan of cold weather either. So we'll see how it goes. So you touched on something. Let's start with the. I will wait for the other guys to come before we jump on there. Let's start with the tour. CMC political leaders. He seems to be in Grand Gita right now, touring the county. Oh, I don't know if you've been following. What's your take on that? And I think he's getting a lot of a lot of reception. People seem to be very receptive to him. Grandidians are, and the crowd. I look at it. It looked real organized. It seems like the CMC leader, the political leader, the party as a whole, is not just sitting in one place like some other political parties in one county. They seem to be stretching their arms and stretching their reach to other counties other than the development they are carrying on in Nimba, Bond County. They are going to the southeast now. I think that's something that is calculative. It's not coincidental. It's something that they've planned, and they are executing that well.
So having Musa Belete believes in what he does. I worked with him 2017 when I was a supporter, just a supporter, not a member, a supporter of Liberty Party, Brunskin. In 2017, we ran Liberty Party campaign in Liberia. He was the campaign national campaign manager at the time. He did quite well. He put his money into it. He put his stuff, really put his body into the campaign. Well, unfortunately, we didn't make it, but that was okay. But Musa believes in what he does. When Musa is committed to what he does, when Musa tells you he will do it, he will do it. But my thing is, when it comes to attendance, when it comes to crowd in Liberia, I have had too much experiences about the crowd in Liberia. I'm not moved by any crowd, political crowd in Liberia. It was my first experience, 2017, when the Liberty Party pulled a crowd in the Republic of Liberia, specifically Monrovia, when we launched Liberty Party. The crowd, oh my goodness, every angle in the Monrovia and in environments was all green and white. So coming from the US and was my first experience politically in Liberia, all I thought was we had won the election. So I just look, I said, damn, we got it. So we launched in Gunter as well. Man, we couldn't, the studios Gunter was really, really crowded. But moving forward, I just got to see that fast forward, the election results started coming out, and then I'm listening to the radio thinking that we're coming poll, and I still listen to this. I mean, I still carry that memory from the journalists that were reporting from Lofa County, saying Liberty Party fitting. I said, what? So our number was around 15, and the guy will call it 15. I said, wow. So yes, I'm not moved by the political crowd, especially in 2026, where the country is really hard. The financially, it's a little bit difficult in Liberia. Yes, people will come, but the big question is, are those people really committed to Musa's ability, or they just coming to get something to go buy and buy their bread for the next day? That's a big question. But yes, I believe in Musa. He believes in what he does. He's capable. Musa is a guy who don't give up. But yes, my thing is, that's my only concern. But yes, the movement was good. It was great. Again, I'm not moved by political crowd in the Republic of Liberia.
Thank you. Tell me, when it comes to the commitment, when it comes to, asking people if they are genuine about what they're doing or what they're saying or their belief, I think it goes across every political party in Liberia. It's just not unique to Musa, It happened to your ANC.
Exactly.
ANC pool crowd back to back, when they're having those rallies, you think the election is over. I think the two, as it stands now, the two political leaders, political parties that have real loyal followers without questioning them, that you can't tell right now, will be CDC and Unity Party. President Boaka and Opon George Weah. Those two people, they have their followers. Now with Musa, I know what he's doing. I believe in what he's doing. You can't tell now if the people that are with him, if they are there for certain things, or if they will do the ANC thing. But from what I've seen, I have no reason to believe that those guys are all his followers. because his is a little different. He's developmental, right? He has been undertaking development, not just development, but tangible development that people can see. And also remember, there's the man that won in District 7, Nima County. The same thing that we're talking today. People counted him out, that he was not going to win because of X, Y, Z. And District 7, Nima County is Unity Party dominated. Lad is a Unity Party district, and he won that district. So you never underestimate a man like that, someone that is intentional about what they're doing, that has actually some hands mark on his development and things that he has been doing, touching lives. And I think our people will look at, but we'll wait and see what happens. I'm on CDC Brooke, or CDC, I'm on Brooks D. But again, we miss you on the show, man. Jeff, you and Chris, the other man, everyone from us. Chris said he coming tonight. He called me, he said he coming tonight. So we look forward to hearing from Bob. Welcome to the show, man. We miss you. What you been up to?
CEO, thank you. And we have been following the show. For some of us, when we are not on the show, we religiously follow the show and we keep sharing the show. That is most important. But the week have been very challenging. We are in January month, and activities, as you may be aware, the Unity Party and the entire government do not want to see any sedition move or even breathe in this town. So the survivability of us is very much cardinal. We can be in some strategic position, and but the engagement is always cool. But the engagement is always cool. So thank you so much, CEO. CEO, we are going through a living. Everybody, the people fighting, everybody. If Ronnie C, a veteran Ronnie C can say the people fighting, everybody in the whole country, media institution, they fighting them. The other one, once you're not in their interest, they fighting, the people fighting, everybody, nobody breathing. You either get on your knees to the people, and when you want to be hostile, you definitely have to be financially liquidated and strong to survive in this time. Because they can even go to this extent of attacking your business when they know that you are associated. Say, my man, I don't go over there, man. That man, that area down there, that other men, they can be over there. So yeah, this is the country. The country is hugely divided from every sector, and it's a sad day for our country. Once election is over, it is expected that each and every one of us will unite and reconcile the country. But President Joseph Yuma Boakai has vehemently refused to reconcile this country. This is the first time in post-war Liberia that you will see former president and current president, they are not speaking. They are never engaged. For president, we are never treated President Boakai like that. You always engage with him, move with him, interact with him, visited him. But this is the country that we're in. And let me extend that today, for the second time, the president plane has to circulate at the Rabat International Airport. It was very much concerning today. It was national security concern. But as God could have it, the president plane later on landed safely. We thank God for the safety of him. And I don't know if I can give my word on my man now, CEO.
Oh yeah, go ahead. It's all yours. Yeah, go ahead. But before you say so, what happened to the president plane?
The president plane today, Air Kenya. Air Kenya broke down on the Liberia runway. The communications was not done properly to inform the president plane that was coming from Ghana, that were bringing the president back from Ghana. The communications at the airport was poor. You know, those guys then, when they are taking all of the professionals from Unity Party and the president, we are never removed them. They have removed everybody at the airport, and they just brought their own new people. They don't understand the airline communications and the technical working of the airport. The people are just fighting everybody. So at the result, The president plane have to circulate in Liberia airspace for more than 1 hour. The plane was going out of fuel. By the time everybody was headed starter at the airport, everybody up and down to ensure that to push that damaged plane. Can you imagine people were pushing the plane on our runway today to get speed for the president plane to land? It was quite sad. Travelers that were traveling today at the Arawa International Airport, it was quite damaging for our country. And we hope that the airport authority do well next time, because that is the face of the nations. This is where when people enter or when they are leaving, they know whether the country is serious or not. So it was very sad today. Like the way, how you call it, speed issues, it was never handled well. Every country that speed, actual speed travel to on an African tour. Each and every country show their tradition and their culture. And sadly, for the immature person that they have as the tourism executive director lack that ability. And today, people are laughing, we tend to laughter. So we have asked the government to do better when it comes to the Rabat International Airport. What happened today, what happened to the president on two separate occasions is a serious national security concern and require the attention on each and every Liberian, being it from opposition or in position, or how you call it, defense position, like some UP people who, how you call it, they are refusing now to identify with the Unity Party because they are aware that the government is massively failing. President Joseph Yuma Boakai is not in charge of the country. And each and everybody are seeing the clear fact that President George Manneh Weah, the province of Weah, actually set the benchmark, set the stage for Liberia democracy, and we will not allow these democracies to fall. So the minds of them that no matter what they do, will steal the election from CDC 2029. It is quite unfortunate. They should think about the democratic gains that this country have made to win a sitting government with less than 17,000 votes. And the person congratulated you before, even when national elections said that there was some fraud in all various county at various polling center for a sitting government to accept that result and congratulate you before the final result. That is unprecedented in African democracy. And that record, nobody can take it from President George Manneh, the province of Weah, whether loving or hating, but that is the fact. And we look forward to the Unity Party, how they proceed in their third year of administration. For me, I love for me to see my country develop and my country move forward. But from the proceeding of this administration, it is quite clear that they are not willing, and they are not willing to learn, and I don't see progress. But we hope to see our country better, because this is the only land that we can never be deported from. And this is the only place that we call home. This is our home. Liberia is where, whether we love it or not, whether we like it or not, love Liberia, hate Liberia, or do anything that you want to do, tomorrow you will be gone and Liberia will be here. Liberia will move on without you. Whatsoever you do today, lay after you tomorrow. We want a better Liberia, and this country needs to be unified. We don't need to be this much divided. See you.
Thank you.
So the issue of unity is quite a concerning issue, and the issues that continue to happen at the Rabat International Airport, it is very much concerning. It's a national security concern that each and every Liberian attention must be to that. Thank you so much, CEO.
Yeah, that is scary. You know, as we talk, I'm trying to get the video here. There's a reporting on that. I'm trying to get more details on it. It just broke. You're right. It's just a breaking news, and that's scary. You know, airline breaking down on the tarmac and enforcing the president's aircraft to divert and spin. Yeah, so that, you see that thing about you just brought breaking news. We were not aware of that, but thanks for letting. And I'm thankful to God that the president and everyone else on the aircraft was safe, and nothing happened to them. But that's something that, it reminds me of the time electricity used to go at at the airport there, regardless of your political affiliation. When it comes to human security, human life, safety, that's something that has to be apolitical, and people have to do everything we can do in our weak way to be able to make that a priority. But everything, yeah, welcome back on the show again. We look forward to having a good conversation here. We'll start with Monrovia, and then we'll go to Nimba. But Cyrus, what say you on that? I'm trying to get that video before we move on to the next topic here.
CEO, it is. I was trying to even look for the video. It's concerning. It's concerning that our country, the face of our country, be having issues like that. The security of our country is important. So we need to take the airport issue seriously. I think similar thing happened like that during President Weah time. So Liberia need to learn from history. All of these things, for me personally, when it comes to President plane having some issues at the airport, to me, it's not a political issue. I would love to talk about politics, but as much as we address politics of our time, I'm concerned when those kind of things happen. It's something that we, the citizens of our country, we need to take it seriously and see what is happening. I stand with the president. We hope that things will be better, things will change. He will make a decision that
folks. Good evening from Liberia. Welcome.
Let me play the.
This is Variety Online News.
This is
My name is Emmanuel Wakanga.
We put up
I'm here to show you an evidence to the story reported not too long. I don't know if you could see, but for where I stand, I'm seeing the Ethiopia Airlines that we reported that just broke down on the runway that caused disruption to the President Ethiopia Airline landing. So the plane that brought the president not too long from Accra, Ghana, came around the early evening hours, around let's say the late 6 o'clock, around 6 to 7 o'clock, and it caused a lot of difficulties for the president plane to land due to the parked Ethiopia Airline. I'm told that there are some technical challenge with the Ethiopia Airline, but it broke down right at the middle of the runway, thus causing disruption to the president plane, or the plane that brought the president landing. So the taxiway needs to be clear at all times, and that's why every aviation worker will say the taxi line needs to be clean at all times. But you see, it caused obstruction for the president plane, or the plane that was bringing the president to land here safely. But by the grace of God, the plane, the Ethiopia Airline, according to some passengers that were on board, they said it circulated for a while, waiting for the parked Ethiopia Airline to leave the runway before the president plane could land. And successfully, they left the runway, but it didn't leave permanently. So you see right there, you see it stayed right there, but they had to push it one side of it, at least, for the president plane to land. But I'm also told that this Ethiopia Airline it broke down. I think it has some difficulty. It spent more than 2 hours parked there until the Kenya Airline that were bringing the president and all the passengers have to come. It caused a lot of problems for them for their landing. So we have to come here to verify. That's why we have Variety News, to verify every bit of information that we get. So we got more than 5 passengers who serve as our sources. So we have to come here at this hour. Just a few days ago, I was here and I brought the developmental work being done by the management of the airport. I show along that way, that route where the cars usually pass, the entire area is electrified. Very, very bright. So it was a good one. But this one is not a good one. And we hope that the management will look to working on that incident that occurred in It's actually not a good one. So we have to come here at this time. My name is Emmanuel Kanga, and we have to bring this to your attention at this moment. Thanks for following.
So I don't know how they do their own stuff there. They don't have air traffic controller where you have a airline, a plane that broke down on the runway, sit there for 2 hours, and then you have a plane bringing the president from another country coming to land, and they are not communicating. Or that's dangerous. That's scary. So it's scary for those.
But CEO, those things, like I said previously, those things are happening, CEO, because those professionals in those field that was there, they have been removed. Are you aware that, let me also remind you, under President, city management have been changed at the Rabat International Airport in a very short period.
That's scary.
So when new management come, they feel that for them to get control, they must bring their own interest to control everywhere, even if they are not experienced in that particular field.
But
Experienced in that particular department.
When it comes to things like human safety, like I said from the beginning, the airline, air traffic controlling, all those things, you don't play with that. A human being, you don't know who may be on the plane, right? So it bothers me to because I fly over there all the time. I travel to Liberia. I think this last year was the only year I did that travel to Liberia, but I travel there all the time, every year. So you were telling me because according to the reporting from, I think, Variety News Online, they said that the plane that was on the runway broke down and was there for 2 hours. And I'm quoting what the guy said, 2 hours.
But still, I'm telling you, the Ethiopia airline can land at Liberia airspace 2 o'clock. From 2 o'clock all the way to 6. The plane been there for more than 2 hours, CEO.
Yeah.
The plane was there for more than 2 hours. We're having friends, we're having other people that are staying in the system that report to us.
Okay, I'm not airline person here, Sam. We do it about in other developed country. One second. So before a plane lands, they got to get a clear from the air traffic controller wherever they are landing, to give them a clear. You're good to go before they land. So are we missing something here? Is there something that we are missing? They don't have that. What really will be the cause of this? And I think they need to investigate this. The folks who are in charge of this have to take more time, put more time to investigate. This is dangerous. It's scary. We are talking about it because it happened to the president, but I won't be surprised that this has happened before over there, and we have not heard about it. What's your take on that, Sam?
So, CEO, let me say this. This thing happened before during George Weah time. It was ridiculous. I would not come here to play politics with something like that. All I can say is we want better Liberia. I think that for Ahmad to say the professional from George Weah time, I'm not sure whether George Weah was the one that trained them, but those folks were there when this similar thing happened to George Weah. So at that time, maybe they were not professional enough. Maybe President Weah time, by that time they are professional enough. But hey, at the end of the day, it's Liberia, it's our country, it's serious. The president needs to launch an investigation, investigative team to really do a proper investigation as to what happens and what is happening. Because if there is a root cause, we need to change that. We need to you can't have a plane breaks down for 2 hours. It's plain, so it's difficult. Okay, if it's really broke down for 2 hours, and I believe people were working on it, but we can make Liberia better.
Then what happens to the communication? No, plane broke down at the wrong way. Only one big airport got there. What happened to the communication? Where are the air traffic controller?
Well, that's the question now that we all will maybe be asking the people to launch a proper investigation. You and myself cannot answer that question. Why? I don't think it's based on professionalism. some communication may have be broken down somewhere somehow. But I believe we should do better. This is not about politics; it's about security of our country.
Thank you.
CEO, can I come in 1 minute?
Yeah, go ahead, Chief. Respond.
CEO from Accra to Roberts International Airport is less than 1 hour. The plane broke down. The Ethiopia airline broke down on that runway between 2 to 3. It was a lack of communication. If you are going to communicate directly with Ghana, with the airport authority at in Accra, it was going to be announced to them. The president flight was going to delay. Conventionally, that's what can happen. There are some technical issue at Rabat International Airport. We want for it to be solved before we can pick up with the president. Mind you, there is the first citizen of the nation.
Oh, yeah.
There is the number one of the country. To just put him on a flight, knowing that there is a breakdown at the Rabat International Airport, and then the plane is on the runway, you allow the president plane to spend more than 40 minutes circulating the airspace, nowhere to land. What if the calculation of the plane was to land in at RRA to get the refuel? Then what we are talking here today, we will be talking different things. That is lack of, that is poor communications. That is a breach that some people need to be fired. That people's actions need to be taken. We are not being political here. I'm saying, honor President, we are President, President Joseph Boakai. He has suffered from this two times in row. 2 times in row. So this cannot continue to happen to the head of state. People need to take responsibility.
And we got to remember now, again, no politics here. This is an international airport.
Yeah.
Also, when we're talking about the president of the country, regardless of the being president of the country, like I said, every airport, all major airports, like these international airports, do have air traffic controllers, right? And the air traffic controllers, their job is to coordinate when it comes to taxiing, landing, and then departure. So what happened? What happened? You got president coming to the country, then you got airplane that broke down, waiting for push and start for 2 hours, more than 2 hours. Fine. You have that, you should be able to communicate. So you allow that to happen while president plane is about to land without even telling them. So they should, like Amma said, they should have been in communication with those guys to let them know what was happening. But someone dropped the ball, and someone has to be accountable for it, and some people have to take serious precautions. That's scary. Those are things that can make people scared when it comes to airplane. But overall, yeah. So that's it, and I'm glad. We are happy that we're thankful that the president is okay. The folks that flew with him, everyone doing fine, and then he's back home safe. Yeah. So I'm over to you. I know you've been following what happened yesterday at the Capitol building when it comes to the confirmation hearing that was postponed for our sister from Nima, the minister of youth and sport, the designated.
Thank you, CEO. On the grounds of the Capitol building yesterday, it was quite unfortunate. You know, Colonel Crowe is overzealous, very much power drunk, and she thinks that she controls everything in this country. She is now the super minister appointed. Students that were expected to be in school was transported from various government institutions of learning, not even knowing where they are going. The student was never informed. They were never informed about where they are going and what they are going for. Broad trucks, NTA trucks that should be racing for NTA, the National Transport Authority vehicle that should be racing for, because every day they are complaining about budget. They were used yesterday for political purpose. Colonel Crowe brought the entire United Party So
And
her confirmation,
you think she was aware of it? She was aware of like
she was 100% aware. She interacted with many of them. She was not hiding that. And that was sad for our country. It put the race of various senators who might have dissenting opinion about her confirmation life at risk. And people then like Senator Darius Dillon and others was being attacked on various social media platforms and physically on the grounds of the Capitol building. So other senators feel that their safety was not guaranteed on the grounds of the Capitol building yesterday. Therefore, leading them to communicate directly in their chat room that the Capitol building is not safe for them to have the confirmation here. So they should postpone it and not even setting a date. And being overzealous like this for power is desperation. And I think our sister from Nimba need to actually change from that. You are qualified for this job. You don't need to be overzealous. You don't need to prove to a point by getting people from all over. Those people that you are getting to stand and be chanting battle cries on the grounds of the Capitol building, they do not go in the chambers of the Senate to advocate for you there. It is between you and the senators. So I think it was quite sad yesterday for me looking at students that should be in school, doing school hours, to be your truck, and some of them asking for food. Your brother, oh yeah, you're not giving your water. It was quite embarrassing. And we hope, but people look at her, they refer to her as the minister. So we hope for us to do better next time. But what happened yesterday, it should not happen in our country. And we don't hope to see that. Let people that come to lead in a strategic position should have a task to work with the young people across this country, to unify the country, to have youth program, youth agenda program. It's now a political center-oriented environment. And it's not a good environment for anybody to do that. What happened yesterday was quite sad, CEO. And we hope that next time she will do better. Because when people are being power drunk like they misbehave in many ways. And her attitude is no different from that of Cole Mape Gono. I don't see her acting, I don't see nothing strange from her because from the ways that she starts. She starts from her first day. I don't think that the Ministry of Youth and Sport, there's a serious transformative agenda that Paulina Cry is bringing at the Ministry of Youth and Sport.
Thank you. I find it very hard to think that she will be part of that planning where they grab kids from out of school, put them in NTA buses and take them to the Capitol building. And so I listened to Spoon and some of the kids, they never even knew her name. They didn't know her name. They never knew why they were there. There was no, when they generally asked them why they were there, they couldn't really tell. And that's, I mean, politics aside, that's sad for young people. And this is just confirmation. You know, if it was like a political event, you say, yeah, well, it's a confirmation that she, like you said, she's qualified to go, and it will be easy confirmation. You know, I don't think they would have stopped her. But the reason for bringing those kids on camp to the Capitol building there for, you know, all that, I don't understand why. I mean, someone that is going to be youth and sport minister will want to do that. So I listened to Spoon yesterday. It was very tough watching, you know, those kids, you know, complaining about things and talking about they were in school. Some people don't even know why they were there. They know the name of the minister. The children should have been in school. There's no reason to take them out of school to bring them there for confirmation. So, and then you know, I saw the news release from the student grouping from, I think they're from Nimba, you know, reaching out to Honorable Dillon, and he threw it to look that they didn't like it. He was a little taken aback by that because they were accusing him of wanting to eventually or potentially block her confirmation. Like you said, it was chaotic, it was noisy, and and the other senators didn't feel good, so or still feel safe, and they had to call. If I were to give one advice, I would say, you can get your followers to go over there, but it should not be kids from school. You can get your followers to go there. The folks that are doing that battle cry chanting, that one, they are university students, they are adults. They can do what they want to do. But the children from school, who are supposed to be in high school, middle school, and putting them in bus and trucking them to the Capitol building just for confirmation purpose. I don't know what was the thought behind that, to have the place overcrowded, or I don't know what message we're trying to say. But overall, I think it was a bad move. The optics don't look good, even if the intention was right. It doesn't look good at all from that standpoint. Cyrus, over to you. What's your take on that? I know we touched on it a little bit from the beginning there.
Yes, Ivan, listen, I have a groom case already. I won't appreciate my kids being taken out of school to go to a political confirmation hearing. Well, I mean, if the school plans it in a way that say, okay, if this is going to be a field trip, so you guys can experience how it works, especially with a young minister being appointed. If they plan it well, that's different. But to take kids out of school, unknowing to them, not knowing where they're going, just to go and have an experience, I mean, to be all over at the Capitol building, loitering around, it's not something that I appreciate, because I pay money for my kids to go to school and learn. They are not going there for a political trip that will not benefit them. I, for one, think that the teachers or the school should be responsible they should take action against the school for allowing the kids to go, especially the teachers that took the kids from the school to go, because that is not right. Miss Kra, I think she's whatever she does, I think the president had confidence in her. That's why he appointed her into that position. But as a youth, I don't know how old is she, but she needs to take responsibility and be responsible enough to the position that she's been appointed to be able to handle it quite well. All these things sometimes reflect on Nimba County. And then my problem with the Nimba student, university student, CEO, let's be honest, the letter was so bizarre to the degree that I was like, what is going on in the Republic of Liberia? What is that? I mean, the letter, the contents of the letter is written in a really crazy way, linking Nimba to this tribal sentiment. That is not good for our country. Listen, the Alderon can say whatever he says in the chamber. Whatever people say in the chamber, we cannot hold them responsible. That's their area to function. They can be arrested for saying whatever they say at that particular chamber. Once they are out, that's different. Whether he has a fight with Senator Prince Johnson, he called War Chronicle on Prince Johnson, or all of the nonsense stuff, is what they are there. They are politicians. They are there for political reasons. Whether Councillor Crow was targeted in the confirmation hearing, I mean, it's political stuff. It has nothing to do with student. Listen, my student must be student. Student must be disciplined, and they must be able to focus on what they are there to, what they are going to school to learn, and they are going to school to learn. They are not going there to be putting those kind of comment outside. That is bizarre. That is so crazy. I think they should desist from that. Political statement can be, I think people write stuff in Liberia the way they write it. Speaking, you have to sometimes carefully select your words, even if you want to put down words. But that letter alone is not the good image for the Nimba people, Nimba University student, because it brings a bad memory on the people of Nimba County. And when those other folks from different countries see that, say, oh, that Nimba County again. We don't want to be seen as Nimba County again. We are Nimba, we are decent people, we are generous people. We don't want to be seen as gorilla. We don't want to be seen as a warrior. I mean, in the crazy term, we don't want to be seen that way. We don't want for people to characterize us that way. We are not gorilla. We are decent people. We are learned people. So if they're going to school to learn, they need to listen to others who are learned before, and they start writing rubbish out there. Down the long, whatever he says at the chamber is his place of functioning. He can't be arrested for saying anything in that place. That's his job.
Yeah, thank you. And one thing, I don't think the thing that happened tonight, or not tonight, but at the Capitol building when it comes to the confirmation hearing, I don't think it's isolated to that. It looks like something that people tend to do a lot in Liberia. I don't know if they even get the children parent consent, because if I have my child in school, you didn't ask me for a consent, and then you take the child to a Capitol building without my consent. That's something that is troubling and is disturbing. I don't think it should be done that way. The teachers themselves should be ashamed of themselves for doing such. They need consent from parents, parental consent, to be able to take kids out to any other area that they have there. Yeah, so that's on that. I'm pretty sure next time they will do it differently. They won't do it the same way. It will be different. So over to Nimba, our traffic. We carrying our traffic to Nimba County. I think it's currently touring Nimba. They have few cities that they are touring. We say congrats to the team and the steering committee and everything that they are doing. So, Amma, you in Liberia, have you seen this before? Do counties normally do this when they win the traffic? They go from city to city in each county to throw out a celebration like this?
Nimba County normally carry on celebration like this, but this year's celebration is just a showmanship. And the second thing again is just to justify all of the money that particular county team and the fundraising team have mismanaged. So they want to justify to the Nimba people how they using the money. And I think many of the money that were raised recently and now, I think it need to be saved for next county meet. You don't have to be taking hundreds of thousands of dollars from Nimba County Call. Every year, the county covers spending more than $200,000-300,000 every year on just county meet for people to go play football. If you calculate that $300,000 in 6 years, it will be CEO. It will be like 1.8 million, and that 1.8 million can go into some development in various districts, in difficult to reach districts. Many places in Nimba, people are still transporting pregnant women on motorbike. People are still taking sick people in Kino and in those things in Hammond for them to take them. There is an area that I just saw somewhere in District 10. The bridge has spoiled. When the motorbike have to go there, people have to ride on that particular plain bridge for like 5 to 10 minutes before they reach on the other side of the road. These are actual development that our people need. But to use more than 300,000 from the county cover, Acela Mental is giving you money. And then people are donating to the fundraising team. People are donating money to the fundraising team. And those money are just uncounted for. And when they finish, few group of guys will just go marry me and share money and come right back to Monrovia. So to justify that, they are just passing all around to put it on petrol, to put it on logistics and people catering. And to justify to the Nima people that this is why we have to carry the trophy in Tapeta, we have to carry the trophy in Ban, and when we come, we have to carry the trophy in Campley. I think that is just showmanship and waste of funds of the Nima people. And those funding, we are calling on the team and the chairperson of those particular committee to ensure that some of the funds will know that thousands of funds left. They should package it. And then let there be accountability and transparency, and let the balance fund be safe for next year. Counting me, because mind you, what is leaving Nima cover for just counting me is very much outrageous, and we cannot continue this as a county and as a people, because this Pobo sporting event is just an event. After that, it is gone. We need sustainable development in our country. We call ourselves a Republic of Nima. You have combined. Going all the way on the other side, it is partly cut off, difficult to reach, difficult to use your vehicle. And then people will be spending, in 6 years, they will be spending 1.8 million on football. And we see it. There is the same thing that will raise issue with that Nima County Hall. We told the ASUP 24, called Mape Gono. Why is it true that you are carrying on this development to build a hall? But the woman, she said she only focused on unity partisan. Once you are seditions or from other political parties, when you criticize her, she referred to you as opposition talk. They do not mind opposition talk. They will just talk. That's what they good at. So you are being a Nima County Hall. We don't know the actual amount. You are not given a count. Why you are used, but in the process of being the Nima County's center in Carisburg, Monserrato, you are building more than 3 gigantic projects for yourself. So where are those money coming from? Those story building that you never own Marshall, that you never own in districts, you don't own even on the RC Nima Highway. You are building it too. Those companies that you awarded those contracts to, what the PPCC? PPCC people were in the county a few days, and GSC, they are in the county. Mind you, when those results come, when those reports come outside, Nima people will be open on how Mape Gono is using their money. And that will be one of the saddest days. This is why Ralph, Sonkale, then every one of them, they are the darling ball right now of the entire sub regime, because they receive the contract, they receive all of the, they are running the show. And we need to be clear with our people. Passing the trophy all around is just a showmanship and a bluff to justify the money that they are raising from TKM, because TKM, they don't know to give their money for genuine process in Nima County that will impact life. You go and just be wasting money onto a committee that is not accountable, a committee that is not very much transparent. They're getting a lot of money from the cover of Nima County, and at the same time, they have never given account of that money, and people just wasting their money. I don't know how those people get their money so they can just use it anyhow. That is none of my business. But the committee to be passing all around with a trophy in Nima just showmanship to justify the corruption of the entire sports sharing committee of Nima, to justify how they spend the money and the eating of the money, because they cannot give it on paper. Thank you so much, CEO.
Before
that is my opinion on that.
Yeah, if we're going to say, do they usually give like report after the county meet based on your knowledge in the past?
After the county. After the county meet, once the county win the trophy, there is no correct accountability on how the funds are used. So that entire process, the entire committee appointed is a big way of laundering money and a corruption scandal in the entire campaign process.
Sam, over to you. Before we get to you here, in regards to the Nima Lodge or Nima Embassy building in Kingsburg, one of my big brother who's in Liberia now, he's visiting Liberia. He made a comment. He asked a few questions about that, and I think it's kind of worth mentioning here. He said more questions than answer when it comes to the Nima Lodge, the building. He said, "What's the source of the funds that built that building? Whose idea was it? Who came up with this whole idea?" And he said, when the idea was birthed, when this whole idea came about building this Nima Lodge, why was it a surprise to everyone? Because most people didn't know, including myself, most people didn't know about it. This came as a surprise. And then he said, who were the engineers and the contractors that provided the blueprint and for the construction? So there are so many questions that are being asked. Great project, though, but so many questions when it comes to accountability, the whole design, where it came from, why it came about, why it was a surprise to Nima County, where the funding came from, and all that stuff. Nothing. So if it's just going to just be, someone came up with this idea and they built it, nobody know where the fund came from, and it's not being clearly stated to the people of Nima, or everybody just got to listen to it, agree to it, and then because the soup did it, nobody can.
Sure, can I just come in 1 minute?
Yeah, come in 1 minute. We'll go to Sam.
All right, thank you, CEO. To answer that question, the funding came from the Nima County cover. It was just directed and single-handed outsourced to a company of the superintendent called Mapper Gono interest that she is getting a very huge kickback, allegedly. And the entire plan is came from the soup without consulting with the legislative caucus and the people of Nimba, without even calling for town hall meeting to even to have consensus with the people about this project. This project was just awarded to a company of the superintendent interest. This is how the woman is running our county. This is how the woman is running the county. With total disregard to the Nimba County Legislative Caucus, the Nimba County National Bar Association, and she just made decision with she and her handpicked, they call them council members that are just living in her pocket.
Thank you. Sam, over to you.
Thank you, Evan. So let's start with the Nimba County trophy tour.
The trophy tour, yeah.
So I know sometimes there are some things that people handle a different way. Every administration is different. Nimba County, we usually call ourselves the Republic of Nimba. So some of these things are done just for fun. But when it comes to the money, I believe this year Nimba County raised a lot of money. People contributed. If the monies that they are using to go around, the money came from contributors. If it's not coming directly from Nimba Cover, then that's a good thing. I mean, they can have good time because good administration will always try to raise money. That's why when you are an administrator, you design policy to be able to raise some money for your administration. Because I know there were a lot of donations that were given. So if the plan is to have fun, because Nimba wins, and the trophies is Nimba. So they chose certain destinations in the county to travel. That's okay. For me, I think it's okay. They can have a good time. There's time to, they work so hard for the trophy. I know a lot of county went against Nimba and Nimba won. So that's a good thing to go around and have a good time. But if the money is coming from Nimba County cover where we're using it to do those things, then it will be a concern. But if the money they're using is the money that the people contributed to them, yes, so it was contributed for the purpose for which it's been used for. I mean, I don't think I have problem with people parading with a trophy or in the cities. Even if they didn't go to my town, that's okay because not every town and cities that people will go with trophy. But what matters is
everyone need to go to Butu, man. I need to go to my.
well, so these are things I don't. I don't see those things. Yeah, I don't see those things anything because if they didn't go to my town, the people watch it online. It's Facebook these days, and people who really have interest to go see trophy, they can travel with their bike and go see trophy somewhere. If you really have good interest in that, but if I was in Nimba County, it's not. I would go on the field watch. I mean, if I was in Liberia, I would go on the field watch a game. Trophy comes to Nimba to parade and go to buy all of those one that I don't want to do because I don't think I have too much time. But I think people have too much time in Liberia, so yeah, they can have fun. But let's go to the county. I mean the buildings that were constructed for Nimba County team according to the information. I think when I read the county administration, they have their whole yearly plan from 2026 to 2029, maybe 2025 to 2029. It's on the Nimba County website. So if you go there, there are development plans that were drafted. I think some of those things are captured in that particular draft. So with what would be a concerning thing is if the money is just used wrongly, then that would be a concern. That building can also help Nimba County because they, according to what I have heard, is they will use that building to rent it out to people. I mean, if you, like in a front of hotel actually. So you go, you sleep.
So you say what in the development plan? Are you referring to this building? Was this building the development plan? That would be the plan.
So there are a lot of, if you go to the Nimba County website, there are some things that it's outlined that they were going to be captured. They were going to do health initiative, education. All of those things are, some of those things are lined there. For this building, I'm not sure whether I saw it, but I mean, again, it's not everything that will sometimes be written down. But if it's meaningful to the Nimba people, that she decided to say, yes, this thing is meaningful for Nimba people to use, and the outcome would be okay for Nimba people, that is okay with me. My concern would be, one, if the money were used wrongly, then that's a concern. Number two, who is going to manage that property? How are we going to generate the money to be able to save for the next trip, for the next game, and next, So those things are concerned, but it's a concern that she can address at some point in time. But my concern with Amma coming out to say Nimba Caucus has been here from time to time. They have done nothing. All they do is to go for county city and eat the money. Okay? This is not strange to us. So we shouldn't come here and, go. Why it's true that I am not a supporter of this Unity Party. If I see some good things, I will talk it. I think Cole is doing a marvelous job. Am I her fan? No. But is she doing some good thing in Nimba County? Yes. Is it all over in Nimba? No. Will it be at some point reach to some certain area? Maybe. I don't know. But for what I have seen, I must give her the credit. To sit here and say, she is using money that I don't have evidence to that. I will wait until when I see evidence that Go is mismanaging the money in Nimba County. Then when we come on the show,
But you don't have evidence that she's managing the money appropriately. You don't have evidence that she's doing it according to the books either.
okay, so I have evidence. The evidence is a seeing is believing.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm seeing Sunny Coley being different, transformed from Sunny Coley that I passed there 2023. I see some street lights in Nimba in Sunny Coley. It's a historical capital for Nimba County, which I still believe it can be real decent. Well, it's true that we will reach out to a certain part of Nimba County, but this is a capital city. If it's decent, I think development is day by day. It's not.
Well, let me give you an example though, and this is just analogy, just an example. I'm not accusing anybody of doing anything. I'm just giving an example.
Yeah.
Say you give me a project to do. Okay, you give me money to keep.
Yes.
To manage your money, take care of it for you. $100, right? And then I take $50 from there to go, clean the house or do something for you, right? So I still got $50. Like you come back to me and I tell you, so, oh, guess what? When you went Cyrus, I took care of the house, I cleaned the house, I used $50 to clean the house and do everything. But in actuality, it was $10 I used to clean the house, to take care of it. Now, because the house was dirty, it was filthy or looking bad, you came back, you saw me cleaning it, everything, so you don't care about how much I spent on it. So all I know, man, the house is clean. Even if you use $50 from the money instead of that, I say the house is clean. Since the house is clean, I'm happy. At least my house is clean, right? So I don't care how much you use or how she manage the money to use it, but at least it's clean. We set the bar so low when it comes to people that were there before her, our predecessor, people that came before. The people didn't do much. They didn't do anything. And everything now, she's doing great stuff. Like I said, I commend her for what she's doing. But it looks big to us because our people have not been used to that. You go to Ivory Coast, go to Ghana, go around there and see things. And then you come to Sunny Coley now, you're seeing light, you say, yeah, man, that's huge stuff. Again, I'm not accusing you of something, but until there's this accountability, this report, this audit report, this, being transparent with the people, getting the caucus and other people involved, where people are seeing how their monies are being used, there will be always room for speculation.
So, with your scenario, let me extend it a little bit for you. So, my house has been dirty for past years, and people seem to have come and take money from me the same way, and I see the house still not clean, but they clean that, they feel that, to me, they clean it and it's still the same. Then somebody say, okay, the same $50 or a little bit more we're taking, and even though they didn't ask me, but they went and did clean the house, and I go and see it, and they use $10 to clean, but they say they use 50. First of all, I will accept the result. And then later, if I find out that it was a little bit more than or less than what the person spent, then I will question the person. Like I said, for what she is doing now, it has not been done in the past. But if we got this is the reason why we got GAC, we got internal audit, and all of those people in Liberia. The agency in Liberia, if they tend to find out that Go is mismanaging the Nimba people money, yes, it will come to like nothing remain in hidden forever. When Edith Gongro, for example, something went wrong, and at some point in time they said Edith misused millions of dollars, which at some point the information was out there. So when those things come, we can do investigation. But as for now, I would see that she is doing a legitimate business and exercise with the money. She's doing well.
Okay. All right. Thank you. She's definitely doing well. But again, for me, it's more of a, accountability transparency, getting other people involved, no secrecy. Tell us what you're doing. Because at some point in time we have to change. We don't want to be stuck in an old way of doing things, right? We got to be set in place where we have to change. We have to grow. We have to set good example for the next generation, right? So if I'm going to change things, I will do it the right way. That way, whoever comes after me will be able to learn from that too, and be able to set good example. Amma, you want to say something about that?
Yeah. CEO, just to remind Brother Cyrus, panelist Cyrus, is that in public financial management law, it is quite clear issues of transparency and accountability. If you are doing such a public funding project, CEO, it will interest you to know that the project is not, you don't even have the blueprint of the project on a sample. What is unique in public financial management act is that, and the PPCC, when projects go through PPCC, CEO, if it is this building, they will tell you this building and a particular site building will cost 300,000 or 1 million or 2 million. You will see the blueprint of that building and the cost there. And if you look at the blueprint, the project is done, and you are not seeing what on the blueprint, it raises questions for accountability. But the NEMA laws or NEMA city that the SUP is building, that she has awarded a contract to a private company that is doing that job, the people of NIMBA are yet to see the blueprint. We are yet to see the total cost to get that project done. We don't know the timetable. In the one building, as she said, is like guest house or hotel or motel. I don't know whether it's for the elite or when her friends come for them to be staying there. We are yet, our question is, why those blueprint is not up there on the project site that we can see? When we go on the superintendent, NEMA County superintendent office or their website, that we can see the project, we can see the actual funding if this project is completed, the cost of the funding, and how this project funding is coming from the national government, from the NEMA County cover. These are critical questions that we are asking, and it needs to be answered by the superintendent. But out of arrogance, she referred to our concerns and our opinion, and our serious question being asked as a voice from opposition. They are opposition. And that is that. That is the question. You live anywhere. So if they are doing the road project, you can see the blueprint of Ralphie Road and the cost of the project. So the superintendent dedicated 1 billion out of, according to her, 10 billion that should be on that particular project site. What is the total cost of the project? Where is the project blueprint? Where can we get those information? How is the funding of those projects coming in? The company contracted, was there a bidding? And if a bidding is done, you have to publish that particular project in more than 5 local daily newspapers. We want to see the newspaper copy of those bidding that people bidded for those projects. These are public funds. It is not the superintendent call own money that she is lobbying, like other superintendents who used to do that. They will lobby from UN, this and that. This is national government funding allocated to NEMA County that she is mismanaging, that she is using at her own way. So we are asking her, how are you using this money? It is a question that we need to know. There is a public funding project. Yeah, why we cannot see the blueprint?
Or even the cost of the project.
The total cost of the project. What are the time limit for this project to be done? For the entire process there to be done and dedicated to the NEMA people? I think we deserve to know.
Yeah,
Thank you.
I don't think asking those questions, anyone should even question that, or anyone should frown on that. Like, oh, why Nehemiah asking for details? Like, you see, I just read coming by someone who's not even Liberia in the States here. Went there for a visit, and we visited the project site. Those were the questions that he asked. Why this abrupt thing? Why is this surprise to Nima people? Surprised in the sense that the Nima people didn't know about it. I think she announced it during one of the games when Nima qualified, and she said, "Oh, we are undertaking a project in Monrovia, and hopefully after we qualify, we are trying to get it ready for our players then to even be there." But it never got ready by that time. So that's when she broke the news. So but I don't think it's a bad thing. It's not a bad question to ask. But over to you, Cyrus. I think we've had a great conversation here tonight. It's very, very interesting. We have to ask this question. We have to take things into consideration when we approach it. But I think again, congratulations to our people, the team, the folks that are touring Nima right now with the trophy, and we appreciate them for that. So over to you. We'll take our parting comments here, and then from there we'll call it a night, and we'll be back again tomorrow. Tomorrow we are hosting my friend Lawrence Yelu. He's from the civil society background. He's going to be here tomorrow to discuss things pertaining to Liberia from a civil society expert standpoint. So it's going to be a great conversation tomorrow.
So it's great to be here. I guess we didn't talk much about the political leader Musa Hassan to trip to.
Oh, I thought it was the first conversation. You must say hi.
Yeah, it was something that in our mind. I mean, on our mind.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but it was good to see him doing what he's doing and believe in what he believes. Musa is a great guide, and I see a man who is committed to changing things. My only concern with the happiness now is whether or not the people are committed people. They will, or they're just going there to get little cents to put in their pocket to buy their bread, or to be able to cook the next dish the next day, the next day. So it's kind of one of those things. But I think, like you said, having the difference is Musa has been doing some good work, building bridges and building roads, So maybe this time around might be different. So Musa will not be underestimated in 2029. So it's great to see him doing what he's doing. And I would say to my dear friend, dear sister from Nimba County, I hope, I hope what she's doing is the right thing to do. She is doing it with care, not using money just because she's using it. When you're in a public office, sometimes you do have to, you have to be careful how you use money, because this thing goes in a long way. I don't think she is she is corrupting the country, the county, but I think she is doing well. But she should be respectful to the county, authority, and then let them work together and unify Nimba County. Let the development in Nimba County reach everywhere. I know it's step-by-step thing. Let it go to, the Gill Belt. Let more development be seen. I'm not saying this to be seen as a travelist, but it is real crazy. Sometimes you go to the Gill Belt. Those places are very underdeveloped. The houses and all of those things. We need to expand those development in the Gill Belt a little bit so that we can change things around. Tonight, it has been a great show. I look forward to seeing my brother Aman again tomorrow.
Yeah, I got it, man. CDC. I'm here tomorrow.
The CDC, man. So we can dive into CDC a little bit.
So tomorrow,
independent when it comes to this show. So I will deal with both political parties when it comes to this.
So tomorrow show will be a little different. Like I said, we are hosting my brother Lawrence Yelu, like who's from the civil society vantage point. So he's not a politician, obviously. So we'll be asking questions geared toward that end. Yeah. So from there, after he leaves, now definitely we can get into political talks and asking questions. That's why this platform for. So if you think
CEO, can I come in on the Musa Belete trip?
Yeah, you can do that. You go give him 1 second. So if you think that we're going to be here to precinct,
CEO, I have fundamentals and revolutionary building issues and institutional building issues with on our Musa Hassan Belete. This is my issue that I have with entire proceeding. You see, in many times and in many things that we do, many times and many things that we do in political institutions, CEO, one of the major reasons that people do not understand the CDC and that of the United Party, when you build political institutions, when you organize a political party, you need to build a political institution in the minds and souls of the people first, before involving various opinion leaders and stakeholders into the process. What am I trying to say? Honor Musa Hassan Belete organized the CMC. To build a political institution, you need to start it from the grassroots and engaging. But I don't see him doing that. All that is happening is complete actions you want to be like a mean man on a table count 2029 that everyone would need at the end of the day. That is the positions that Honor Musa Belete trying to position himself in the future body politics of Liberian politics. And mind you, if he is not careful, he will become, how you call it, people will have a photo hanging with drip or in October 2029. Because he is not building on our CEO 1 minute. On our Musa Belete is not building institutions. People, when you are going to counties, people look at how strong have been the CMC. And CMC is not even following her traditional color. CMC traditional color is yellow. But they know that when they carry yellow to Grand Gide, it will not be accepted. Grand Gideans are used to their blue. When they take blue, CDC blue color, and they put CMC on it. Some of the people then think say that CDC, because when they hear the CMC, they're looking at CDC and they're seeing blue. So many of them went there, it was quite easy. But carry green t-shirt there to say how you call it, or yellow. So what happened today? What happened today in Grand Gide is nothing.
Let me ask you.
Yeah.
Are you saying this because you see CMC trying to tap into CDC background? Because if you look at it,
CMC is strategically using CDC color, which is our blue color. Why CMC could not use her yellow that she is always using? You know, Grand Gide has definitely used to the blue color when it comes to political party. And entering Zueju will understand. There's a CMC guy who believe that each and every one of us, we are in opposition, but he has not one day recruited any member from Unity Party. All his recruitment is always CDC district coordinator and CDC county leadership. Many of the people that are with him today, the vast majority of my Peking Barry, who served as vice chair for administration on our militant bureau, I saw him there. I questioned him. He said, Chairman, I will talk to you, but we are all opposition. I will talk to you later. And he promised to talk to me tonight. And for every extended militant and militia in various extension and in rural places, we'll communicate between 2 a.m. to 3. So we'll communicate tonight. So what the CMC political leader is doing is very scary. I told him this content on the show here. You always recruiting from the CDC, and that is not good. Then you want to be, how you call it, the proponent of opposition unity, but you are not recruiting. All of your recruitment is not done with Unity Party, disenchanted youths that are waste all around. They just need, how you call it, a little helping hand. They are already drowning in the river. You always recruiting sedition. Why? So you want, it is your mission to break the CDC apart? Or you really serious about opposition unity? Is a question that we need to ask on our Musa Hassan Benete. It's a serious concern. The attitude is becoming worrisome to the survivability of the CDC, and will correct a serious checkpoint to him. I'm speaking to you in my serious capacity. Yeah.
as the militant leader but you think you and myself, let's say we're going to go hustle, we're going to market to sell. You know, you can tell me I can go after a certain customer, you know, if the citizens go to the man, because he's not going to go grab them and beat them to drag them. So, but
he is going to.
So
and then we'll let you.
Yeah, the people coming to the man. So the men are coming to him. So he will not turn them away. The man building.
But CEO, why will I say, all right, you and I are working together to unseek Sarah, our brother Sarah Bali. You and I working together to unseek Sarah, but you are not capturing Sarah soldier. You are capturing my soldier to join you, to fight on your side to unseek Sarah.
Because you must on the same thing, and Cyrus already high that the men going for that. The men.
Why you hear that Sarah is our target? You and I working with fighting from both sides, attacking Sarah from the north and the west. But you are not capturing Sarah warrior. You capturing my warrior in every angle, in all of my terrain. You are capturing my warrior to fight Sarah. Is that not concerning CEO?
Even though
it is a serious concern.
This is Amma Patton comment, but it's so funny to me. I can't hold it. I can't hold it. I can't say something.
No, but Amma, I think that would be a little unfair. Because there are other people who are also.
On our Musa Hassan attitude to the Congress for Democratic Change is quite worrisome, and we are already registering those concerns to the entire executive.
So, Amma, are your partisan and not patriotic partisan and not lawyer CDC and not royal people, or they can just pull them anytime people want to pull them?
Yeah,
you know.
Anyway, it has been a great show. Amma, thanks for coming tonight. We'll be back. Like I said, tomorrow we'll have my friend Lawrence Yalu will be here tomorrow. We'll be talking from a civil society vantage point. It's going to be a great show. We look forward to having everybody on here tomorrow. So thank you so much for taking your time to be on here. Thanks to our followers as well. For those of you who agree with us, who don't even agree with us, that's what makes us a platform. You don't have to agree with us 100%. Thank you so much for following. We look forward to having everybody on here again tomorrow. Same time, same place. Thank you so much, and thanks for following BKS TV. You have a good night. See you guys tomorrow.
Thank you. See you.